What's up? It's that one dude, Durag Rico, aka, ooh, I ain't have to kill nobody, but I still completed the mission, aka, damn, these motherfucking computer on Street Fighter hard as hell. Passing it off to that one dude who say he gonna play Metal Gear, but I don't know.
I was gonna put words in somebody's mouth. It's your boy, the one and only Capcom, aka the Raspberry Raccoon, aka the controversial one. And I'm just gonna let it be known, I am gonna play Metal Gear. I am gonna redeem myself. But I gotta pass it to the one and only, the legend, the fetish of all time, the foot lover. Say your name.
Now, I will admit, it's a delicacy. But let's backtrack real quick. Raspberry Raccoon? Shit goes so hard. Anyway.
That shit sound like a flavor.
It do.
But go ahead.
This is Father Flank. This is Flank Daddy. This is the nigga with the do-rag strings on the side of his face. This is When I Came Down. Ooh. And I'ma pass it off to Debo. Go ahead.
Oh man, why did you do that to him? It's your boy, Dobie, Butterfeet, your ace of spades, the one who did 200 pull-ups while hanging over the Hudson River, just trying, increase his grip a little bit. The one who once snatched a snake off of a branch and just ate him right there on the spot. It was good, by the way. It tasted good, by the way.
Kobayashi.
How y'all doing?
And that is the crew of the Shut My Dough podcast, where we welcome y'all to our room in the digital world. And we about to kick this off with Character of the Week, brought to y'all by the Cardboard Creeper himself.
Boy, all right. My Character of the Week is a famous Capcom character. I would say he's more famous than the main character of the series. And this guy goes by the name of Zero from the Mega Man X series.
Oh!
Now, Zero is considered a high-class, high-ranking Maverick hunter. Now, Mavericks are basically, in their world, Reploids, robots, who have gone insane due to, let's say, program errors or viruses, whatever it may be, anything that makes them go insane. He sends Zero and his partner, X, to take care of that problem. Now, a little backstory on Zero. Zero used to be a Maverick, but
yes,
he had an encounter with this guy, this other Reploid named Sigma. Sigma used to be the good guy, a good Reploid, but then he went insane as well. And Zero and Sigma had a little brawl in this little abandoned warehouse where Zero was just killing Reploids left and right. And Sigma was like, okay, I'll take care of it. They had their little battle. Sigma ends up beating Zero, but in return, Sigma also gets infected with the virus. And that's what made him go insane. While Zero was basically, I say, incapacitated, but they nursed him back and made him good. And little lesson known fact, Zero was created by Dr. Albert W. Wiley, who used to be the villain in the older Mega Man games, whose companion was, or let's say I say lab mate, classmate, whatever, was Light, who was the good guy, while Dr. Wily was considered the bad guy.
If you know, you know.
Hard.
If you know, you know. That's a whole different backstory that I can't get into, but yeah. Zero's first appearance, Mega Man X, fighting alongside X. He knew, like, hey, we got to do something. We can't let these Mavericks run crazy. So him and X go through multiple stages, taking care of these crazy Reploids going crazy, called turn them into Mavericks. Then they figure out like how all of this happened, and it's because of Sigma, who used to be their leader. Like I said before, he went insane because he got infected with the virus that was in Zero. And throughout Mega Man X all the way through Mega Man X6, they're basically dealing with Sigma and his virus. And that is a much deeper story that I'm going to leave for y'all to play because I don't want to spoil nothing for you. But just know it gets deep, very deep. And that's my character of the week.
That'll work, dog. Like, no
Side note. Side note. Zero is also a fighting game character.
Yeah.
Just recently, he's in what's that game? Tatsunoko versus Capcom and Marvel versus Capcom 3.
Mm-hmm.
Also, and Marvel Infinite. And let's just say he's considered one of the hated characters because he's so good.
What they call it,
And
OP?
fits.
OP?
Yeah, he's OP. He's considered OP.
One of the best.
That's my guy.
Don't you
That's
hate
my
that?
boy.
That's a good one.
Also, one of my top 3 favorite video game characters of all time.
That's a good one.
I was about to say,
His ass whooped.
only
by old
I
characters.
ain't seriously play. I don't think I ever seriously played Mega Man before, dog. Like,
Oh, man, you missing out.
No, you know you.
I was committed
to
I
Mega
ain't
Man
never
back
played it.
then.
You know
see,
you have it.
as a kid, that shit was hard as hell. I was like,
It was.
like as a kid, like knowing that all the platforming tricks and everything, getting hit like a few times, and you turn into a speck and then fly off the screen. But I got the whole collection just because I seen the whole, like I seen the X and the X Legends collection and stuff like that. And I want to say
Nigga,
I
the
got all
Zero
the-
collection is tough.
I got the originals. I don't even know if I have the Zero collection or if that's part of the
Like
X.
the Zero on Game Boy Advance. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
1, 2, and
that was
3.
a mess. That was a mess.
I don't know if it had those, but yeah, like seeing, like just from being a fan of Mega Man in some strange way, I'm still a fan of Mega Man. Like probably because seeing them on Marvel vs. Capcom and shit, I played with them way more as a fighting character. Like the characters in that series, I played with them way more as fighting characters rather than on their own games. Like even what's the girl with the robots and the little Lego bots and shit name? What's her name? I forgot her name. The one who got she up in a green robot and she just sit in the cockpit. Ain't they part of the Mega Man series too?
I know what you talking about.
I forgot
I
her
don't remember her
name.
name.
I
don't think
her
I've
name.
seen her.
The
But
big
she-
ass mech that she sit in.
She's sitting in the mech and she got a bunch of little Lego robots that run around. Her special, one of them turned into a giant and get a hammer and just start smashing them.
I think you're talking about Roll.
Nah. Roll is like Mega Man's what, girlfriend or sister or something like that?
Homegirl. That's his
Yeah, it's like
homegirl, yeah.
I'm gonna say his sister.
I know who Roll is, but what I'm talking about is I forgot her name. She
What you talking about?
I think her name started with-
Trombine.
Tron.
I'm about to say her name started with a
Yeah.
T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't
She's
they?
from Mega Man Legends.
Yeah,
It's got to be
Yeah.
Legend.
She was on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's where I remember
She
her
was on
from.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Shit, I'm gonna start on that Mega Man series sometime.
Nah, stop lying.
Dog, what's he
Oh,
talking
another
about?
thing?
Man?
No, you're a video game hoarder that don't touch shit but Cyberpunk.
Come on, man. You see me playing Street Fighter the other day, man.
Dog,
Come
you did
on,
it because of the Hyper 6,
It
Street
ain't-
Fighter 6. Dog. I don't wanna
it
hear
was
that.
it was
I wanna hear
inspired. It was
I wanna hear
inspired, man.
Because of the Hyper Street Fighter 6. That's the only reason why.
Hey, you seen me beat Birdie? You seen me, man?
No, you got your
Come
ass
on,
with
man.
9 times
Come
before
on,
you
man.
completed it.
Come on,
9
man.
times. No, tell the truth.
That's part of
Let's
the.
not hide it.
Hey, that's part of the anime show, man. You come in, you get beat up, and you come back and beat their ass.
Nah,
man.
and then you had them momentum on your side. Talking about, I'm finna go in there.
Hey, Dover, man, what you about to
Waxed.
say, man?
Waxed.
I'm gonna say the comparison between 0 and X, just in case some are confused. 0 is considered the cold one, the ruthless one. Even though he keeps his cool, he is pretty he's ruthless when it comes to hunting. That's why he's such a high rank compared to X.
He is a S rank hunter.
Yeah, the S rank hunter.
I gotta get into
Very
the
protective of his allies, and will most of the time sacrifice himself before letting someone else do it. Thing with 0 or thing with X is he sometimes hesitates a little bit. He thinks a little too much.
He's an overthinker.
He hit you with that.
Pretty much.
Hey, so I'm gonna ask G and Dover this because y'all are more Mega Man fans than me and K-Con. If they decide to drop a Mega Man movie, y'all want anime or y'all want 3D?
You talking about the live action?
Or would y'all want live action? I don't know. Live action seems
Okay, now
scary.
when you say 3D, you talking about how they did Dragon Ball superheroes?
Like more in the line of
That's like CGI/3D kind
yeah.
of. Is that what you meant?
That's how Fighter Z is too. I'm leaning more towards how Mario is, like how he would look, how he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
That 3D.
I would take that.
I say you can't.
I would take
Yeah, I
that.
would take that. Yeah, the way they did Mario.
Live action?
Huh?
No.
No.
No. Live action.
He talking about that Dragon Ball Evolute. Let me shut up.
No, I'm just saying. Just overall, you can't put Mega Man in live action. I think.
I'm about to say
like-
no.
Mega Man is too kind of like
It's
animated.
way too animated. It's too animated, right?
way
Way
too
too animated, dog. You cannot have that in
weird.
like
It
It
live
would be a
action.
special effects overdose.
I think it's gonna have.
Hey,
the
if
effect
old
that
boy
Dragon
ever,
Ball.
hey, hold on. If old boy ever heard this podcast, you better not be thinking about that.
Who you talking
Please
about?
don't.
Man, you know who I'm talking about.
I'm scared. I'm scared to ask.
You know who I'm
Don't
talking
say his
about.
name, because when
I
people
ain't
hear him
gonna
say
say
his
his
name,
name.
they're going to try to link it and hashtag it to this podcast. No.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna say his name, but those who know.
Y'all know who else had the most ridiculous looking movie that was like, it was the Speed Racer shit that the Wachowski brothers made.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't see it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Cowboy Bebop.
I didn't-
That's up there.
I didn't see it. I just seen the commercial and I seen that they tried to translate anime into real life. I want to say John Wick is probably because John Wick could be an anime.
It could be a great anime.
It could be an anime,
With
but
a
I like
certain
it
look.
better. I like it better as it is right now. It embraces every style that it's influenced
Yeah,
by.
it needs to stay the way that it is.
Yeah, it influences
If it took the
everything.
look of Cowboy Bebop, I'm cool with that.
Cause I don't know if y'all remember, but it was like whole sections of that first Kill Bill that was anime. Shout out to Quentin Tarantino for that. But yeah, on to. I guess we could start off with the first topic since it's appropriate as an intro topic.
Yeah, buddy.
Topic
Okay.
is intros, top intros, impactful intros.
Top 5 intros, and when I say top 5 intros, that means you're gonna watch this intro every time you start the game up. You will
No
not
skips.
skip this intro.
No skips.
You're not gonna skip this
Some shit
intro.
that y'all don't skip. I think K-Con skip all his shit though. I ain't gonna lie.
If you
See,
that
he a
boy.
hater.
You gotta finish one first, dog.
He a hater. Like, god damn. Like,
I got the perfect intro.
I can't even.
If you ain't
get
got
that out.
5, if you ain't got 5, at least get me 3. You ain't got 3, just get 1.
Oh, I got to give you 5 of them.
If you have 5.
I probably got to get
Let's see.
top 3. I got
Okay.
I gotta get top 3.
I'm
got
gonna
5.
give you 3
I
right
feel
off
like
the bat.
I feel like we might have the same on some of them. I don't know. I feel like some of us might be crossing over.
Probably.
I'm gonna give you 3 off the bat, and then I'm gonna think of the last 2. So, first one, since we was already talking about the homie, but this the other one, Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8. When I listen to that nostalgia back on PlayStation
It's the music.
1, it's the music. The music will have me tearing up real quick. That's childhood memories right there, man. Do, 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 do. That shit goes so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, tears will come out, and I'm not even trying to make them come out. That's what happens, man. So that's one. Number two, I gotta say this is because I'm a lover of the PlayStation Heroes. Oh shit! Don't know what that was, but
I was trying to watch the intro while y'all was talking shit about it.
Oh, man, no.
I had to put it off up in something else, but all right.
My number two would be for me, Jack 3. Only because I remembered what happened in Jack 2. So I would have to watch that intro from beginning to when it hits the intro. If you know, you know.
I'm about to say, man, you got any reasons why these? I remember you said the nostalgia hit you with the Mega Man, but with that Jack 3 intro, why? Like, I'm trying to see why it impacted you like that, dog. The reason for it, because I ain't never seen it, and I'm trying to get a feel for it in case I watch it.
Have you ever played all three before?
I played Jack. I played the first Jack and Daxter.
Have you played the second one?
I haven't, but I know he pulled out guns and grew out a chin patch.
Do you know how difficult it is to beat that second one?
Nah. I only seen a review on TV.
Oh, you don't know. I don't know either.
Okay.
So.
Oh, this Mega Man 8 intro is an anime intro.
Yes, Nick. Anyway.
The whole series is anime.
Yes, Nick.
Yeah.
Anyway. That Jack 3 intro impacted me because it takes you, if you know, it takes you out of the city where you were into the desert, where you're supposed to pretty much be left for dead, like exiled. Mm-hmm. And then some random wanderers, some warrior desert wanderers come out. They found out that Jack was, he was saved by somebody leaving a beacon for him to be signaled from these wanderers who live in the desert that nobody knows of. And then, at the end it says, I sense a storm coming. Or he says, I smell a storm coming. And then boom, Jack 3 intro. Like, it shows the name. And it just lets you know shit about to get real.
I'm getting strong Uncharted 3 inspiration vibes from this. I don't know if you remember.
It could be. Now, they both are made by Naughty Dog, so.
I think
Jack
this
was way before Uncharted.
Nah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
I meant this part of Jack 3 inspired that scene from Uncharted when Drake was in the desert. Storms and everything. But yeah, keep going.
And now my third one, this don't even have to be, this is straight music. Tears. This should have been the first one. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Tears.
All this nigga do is riding a horse across the field. Dog.
But as soon as you hear that doom doom, doom doom,
music. It's the music. Yeah.
Oh, it lets you know it's about to be a good ass story when you play that game, and that's gonna be my 3 for now.
Shout out to Nintendo.
Other 2 will be coming soon.
Y'all be going off in the music studios. I know that.
Yeah.
K-Con, man, you got your 3-piece, man.
What you
got your 3-piece, man.
Oh, y'all want me?
Don't be nervous now, man.
You nervous, bro?
You already know my top. My top one. Def Jam 5 in New York.
Hip hop.
Greatest intro.
Shout out to hip
of all
hop.
time.
New York hip hop
of all time. Number 2, the Bouncers. Off of
Ooh, rooftop parkour. Ooh, yeah, hard. I had to watch it like 20 times.
Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders.
I have not.
I've heard a lot about that game.
Let me see.
1 and 2.
Oh man, I'm lost on that.
Beat it.
I never played it.
How many times?
I seen it in the cover. I seen it in the manual.
It looks very Gundam inspired.
It's mech
I
type.
think it is.
It's a mech game.
Okay.
Yeah. Anubis.
Mm.
Hit me in the chokehold.
That's your 3K con. You sound like you might have more. That's 3. What?
That's my top
You
3.
sound conflicted, man.
I'm about to say you.
That's my.
You finna push for that 5? You finna get that 5 in?
Nah, I'm gonna leave it there. Because then I don't want to be wishy-washy with it. So I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna lock them 3.
Oh man, no.
3.
I found my 4th one, but I'm gonna wait till I find my 5th
I'm
one.
gonna lock them 3.
Oh, you had just threw up 3, G?
No. I threw up 3 already. I'm talking about I found my 4th one, but I'm gonna wait until I get my 5th one.
Let me see, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do just like you. I'm gonna wait till I get my 5th one.
I'll go ahead and throw mine up on the board. I'm gonna start off first. Good trauma in my life. Tekken 3 intro on PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? You start off, you hear this brooding music in the background. You see apocalyptic scenery. You know what I'm saying? You just see Hihachi step off of a helicopter with a motherfucking fur collar. And he just put his fist up with a nice leather glove on it. Like, hey, we still getting this job done, because he on the hunt for something. We don't know yet, but he on the hunt for something. Then you see character compilation, characters doing special shit inspired by movie scenes, inspired by, it's a whole new generation of Tekken. You know, Tekken 3 is where they like, hey, these is the new generation of fighters and all that for this series. I'm gonna leave it at that on that. And then next intro after that, coming through, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. All you see is ominous heavy rain, and you see an ominous figure walking across a monumental bridge in New York with a poncho on. That's it. All you see is a poncho. Then you hear some lightning strike. Next thing you know, the poncho fly off into the air. The poncho just flies over the bridge into the air. You see a figure run, a silhouette. It's just a silhouette running across the bridge. Next thing you know, you see a tanker going under the bridge. The figure jumps off of the bridge with a bungee cable. Next thing you know, as soon as the bungee cable catch that little tether, you know, the little boing part, when you get down to the bottom of the bungee, you see somebody that you ain't seen in like about 2 or 3 years, fully rendered in that PlayStation 2 3D, I'm gonna say. You know, that PlayStation 2, it wasn't like, you know, crazy, but at the time, that shit was crazy, dog. Like, looking back at it, you're going to be like, okay, everybody got a little nice matted look. But now, well, back when it first came out, you could see the stubble hairs and shit on the beard and shit. Come on, man. Individual bandana strands that don't glue, they float. Come on, man. I'm going to leave it at that. It's just the whole vibe of it, man. The way how Metal Gear kicked off, it was a movie. It was a movie.
How the music built up, man.
Oh, man. With the choir. Oh, man. You got the orchestra and the choir and stuff in the background. It was crazy. And then I'm going to throw, this is my third one coming up. I'm going to throw an obscure game, man. It was a game called Urban Chaos that was on PS1. It wasn't an open world. It was like, it had levels, but it had like little open sections in it. It was like a 3D action game. You played as a police. It was a woman named Darcy Stern, and the intro to it just showed how crazy the streets was. It was like one of the first M-rated games I ever had. And like, you see dudes pulling up. I think it was something to do with the Illuminati dudes pulling up in suits. Some dude looked like Ice-T. He pulled out a pistol, but it shoot like a minigun, and he just. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. This shit was crazy, man. I'm gonna leave it at that with that one, man. And then let's see. This is my fourth one. Or y'all want to keep it at 3? I can go to 4 or 5. You know,
if you got 5, go ahead and go with 5.
All right, bet, man. I'm finna go ahead and go. Let's see this fourth one. Trying to keep that variety up. The fourth one, I'm gonna go with, man. I'm gonna go with.
Take my fourth one.
I'm gonna go with that first Resident Evil. I'm gonna go with that first Resident Evil. I'm gonna go with that PS1.
B movie?
The live action shit.
Dog.
I'm gonna go with the live action. It's pure nostalgia. It's pure nostalgia right now. It's pure.
Oh my god!
That's like a B movie, man.
Hey, it's pure nostalgia. It's pure nostalgia. Just cause it's just. Oh,
I get it.
It's just, you can see the dogs and shit eating, and the screen is red and shit, and they tried. You know what I'm saying? They tried, man. They tried. Oh man,
I get it.
Man, hold on. I just got reminded. Nah, scratch that. Scratch that Resident Evil 1. That Resident Evil Outbreak intro where it showed cameos of William Burke and shit fighting in the sewers. That's it. The Resident Evil Outbreak outro. Forget that Resident Evil 1 shit that I was talking about. I was on a nostalgia trip for like 5 seconds. That was a good
pick, right?
I was on a nostalgia trip. I'm gonna stick to that Resident Evil Outbreak intro where it was showing how that virus spread throughout the city through the rats and shit. Oh my god, dog. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. And then let's see. My fifth one. My fifth one. Let's see. Can I think it? Can I
take
think
my shit, man? I got my fourth one. I just remembered.
the fifth one that I'm gonna choose? I'm gonna choose that intro to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
I didn't even know that had an intro.
You say what?
Real.
I thought you gonna say
I didn't know it had an intro.
That intro
You
cutscene.
should have said underground.
Yeah.
It's my first Tony Hawk game, and like lights out, turn on the radio, and like, oh man, it was crazy, man. I think that was like part of the Tony Hawk takeover for real. Like it's them first like 3 Tony Hawks. Yeah, it was unstoppable at the time. That's my 5 for today.
I just got my 1/4
For today.
My 1/4.
My shit fluctuate, man.
I just got my
You sound
1/4.
kind of low. What's that? You got a 4th?
Just my 1/4 one. Dead to Rights.
Ooh,
Oh.
it
Oh,
was.
this is the only thing I remember because I remember the dog biting the shit out of somebody, and this nigga was sliding on
Shadow.
Ladder.
he was on a ladder shooting the shit out them people.
Was
That's
it
all I
like
remember.
was it like a library or some shit?
Yeah, they was in a library, and I remember it was some nigga. I think it was. Did that nigga have cornrows or some shit?
I think it was.
It was some-
I think
it
he
was
was
some
trying to
black
disarm
nigga.
a bomb or something.
Bro, all I remember is he had the fire extinguisher, and nigga shot that bitch. Then he just started going off. But yeah, dead to rights. That's my 4th one. That's all I got. That's all I got.
That's number. Yeah.
You ain't got no 5th.
I can't think of a good 5th.
All right.
Dover, what you got, man? What you got over there, man?
All right. My number 1. I swear this has nothing to do with what I seen in the showcase.
Oh, I already know.
But number 1 intro that I never in my life skipped was
Is it the song?
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Halo jump.
It's the
Never
song, ain't it?
in my life skipped that intro. I'm talking about when you start the game up and then you got the girl singing that song,
James Bond swag.
like straight on like on some James Bond type.
I can't.
Amazing.
You know.
Go
Never.
ahead, do it, K-Con. Hit it, K-Con.
Man, don't hit that note. You should not hit that note. Don't make that boy kill his voice.
Hey, K-Con, he did have cornrows in that Dead to Rights intro, though.
He did.
Them hoes ugly as hell. But you got it, Dumber. You got it.
Yeah, never skipping that intro. That shit will make you want to play the game.
Oh my god, that shit legendary, dog. The comms from Zero and them and the whole staff and shit.
It's like,
oh my god.
yep, and it's like as the song is going on, you just see like this like the bone structure of a snake just slithering through the screen while they're playing like random scenes from the game while she is singing in the background. Amazing. Amazing. You would want to play the game after that. And number 2, I think I told y'all this before, but the Tenchu 3 intro, Tenchu Wrath of Heaven.
Oh yeah, I remember the reference a couple episodes
And
ago.
I told y'all that. Yeah, and I told y'all that when y'all watch that intro and it makes you want to play the game. It's like it starts off like real like soft, and then it just hits a turning point where the music just picks up.
Oh, I had it. I know.
Escalation.
Amazing.
Escalation.
Amazing. And it gets like more and more dynamic as the intro goes on. And then you're seeing the main character Ricky Maru just do all this shit in the intro, and you're like, oh, I gotta play this. I definitely gotta play this.
Ninja runs always look clean as hell.
Yep.
Motherfuckers is always clean.
Yep. Number 3. Number 3, I would go with old PS1 fighting game called Rival Schools.
Ooh, with the
Super anime game. Super anime like game featuring a bunch of schools fighting each other under just let's say, I guess they got a common enemy. I guess.
I remember seeing it as part of the Capcom Edge series back in the day.
Yeah, Project Justice they used to call it. Oh yeah, watch that intro. It's basically an anime opening.
Hard.
Never skipped it ever in my life.
Hard.
And number 4. Number 4. Number 4. You know what? I mentioned this earlier. Mega Man X5. Music. It's all about the music.
Going off in the studio once again.
Yep, it's like that. It starts off slow and then it just builds up and then it just keeps on building up while you're just seeing all these character compilations and all of that. It's amazing. Never skip it ever.
And you said Mega Man X what?
X5.
Bet.
It's just pure like instrument, pure music. And the 5th one, was that 5? That is 5.
Oh, 5. You had 6.
Wait, how many was that? This is my 5th one. Okay. Yeah. Damn, this 5th one might be a toss up. But let's go with Budokai 3.
I'm trying to think of the Budokai
Dragon
3
Ball
intro.
Z Budokai 3 intro.
Damn, soon as he said Budokai 3, Wrath of Heaven.
Matter of fact, let's stick to the American intro. You know, the English intro, not the one with the Japanese music, the Japanese vocals, but just the American English intro, where it's just guitar riffs just throughout the whole intro. I swear you will never skip it. You hear it once, you will never want to skip it.
Ooh, the custom anime intro?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you're just like where it just starts off with Goku just flying through the sky. And then it just like, next thing you know, all the fighters are just fighting all the villains. And then it ends with basically with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Shenron right about to fight, and then it just stops.
Dog,
That's it.
custom anime intro.
Like you
that's
wouldn't.
hard, dog. Hard.
And it has so much like build up in it. I was like, oh man, no, you're not skipping this. Never skipping this.
Mm-hmm.
Played that, and every time I played that game, I watched that intro. I would watch it more than once, a couple of times. But yeah,
It felt like
that's my.
like they were going all out with that Budokai 3 intro, all out.
They put a lot of love in that intro.
Psh. Fingertips on the fusion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it built up right before they fucking fused into Gogeta, man. That was so hard.
And then fought Broly.
And then fought Broly. Then you had the build up when he was doing the Kamehameha and stuff. And oh man.
Shit made you go want to go watch the show right after.
Amazing.
I got my 5.
When Dover said Budokai 3, the damn Tenchu theme song popped in my head, and I remember because the chick was almost going to fall off the roof. I remember I used to think the nigga had Spider-Man abilities because he was swinging with that damn grab.
Are you talking about Tenchu 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yep.
I remember it.
All
I
right.
used to play the shit out of it. Oh my god, I remember it. Oh my god, I used to love that game. I used to love shit out of that game.
Those who listening, man, check that mug out. Guarantee you ain't gonna be hitting up Amazon trying to find that mug.
I
Go
love
ahead.
the hell
Go ahead
out
and
of
go on your retro hunt, K-Con. Get that retro hunt going, man.
Yeah.
Bro, look, the crazy thing is though, when I had that game, I had Crouching Tiger, the Hidden Dragon also. And I used to just swap out them two games playing back to back. That shit was legendary.
I'm gonna ask you about that Crouching Tiger after G. He said he found his.
G got your extra 2.
Go ahead, G.
Number 4.
X-Play.
Dover gonna feel me on this 4th one. Pause.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Sonic Adventure DX. director's
cut it
cut.
out, dog.
It got the little
Oh,
go
my
down to the
God.
city, and you see that
Yeah.
sewage top pop up.
Yeah.
Water
Yeah.
going everywhere, going through the buildings, cars and
Is
shit.
Sonic DX a
Chaos
handheld
forms
game?
his head.
No.
No, nigga. For one, it was on the GameCube.
Nigga said, no, nigga.
I guess it was like an expansion, I guess.
It was
Adventure
it was
2?
expansion.
Yeah, this is like before they
Just
started
Sonic
doing-
Adventure DX Director's Cut.
Yeah,
GameCube.
before they started doing like DLC and stuff. They used to just re-release the whole game again.
And
with
that's
extra content.
Adventure 2 right there?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
Sonic Adventure 2.
Adventure
DX.
1.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure,
Adventure
2 was
1.
Battle. Got you. Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure
it
2
was
Battle
Battle.
was the
Yeah.
expanded version.
The director's cut from Adventure 1. That's what it was.
Yeah, Adventure 1.
Oh.
The graphics are 10 times different than the original
It looked
Adventure.
different.
Bet.
But yeah, you see Sonic running through a bunch of fucking trees. Can't hold on much, but I will never let go. Woo! Nigga, that intro right there.
I remember the intro to that Dreamcast one.
Open your heart.
He was
Open
fighting
your heart.
he was fighting big ass sluggish monsters in the city and shit.
Chaos, I think. What was that name?
Chaos.
I think
it was
the name.
Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chaos had so many different forms.
I played the shit out of that guitar.
So that was number 4. Now, in the
That's a good one. I forgot about that.
man, I thought you was gonna say it in your 5. I was like, fuck.
I'm telling you, dog.
I didn't know. I
Your
didn't.
top
I was
five,
thinking of that.
your top in this game and shit, dog. Your top 5 is gonna be for today. You never know how you gonna feel tomorrow, dog.
Now, in the tone of Adam Sessler, number 5. Y'all gotta feel me on this one. This is an N64 classic. I don't know if y'all remember the intro. Shit went hard for what it was. Super Smash Brothers on 64.
I don't
man.
remember the intro.
Hey,
I definitely
oh,
remember
I do.
playing the shit.
I
but
only,
I don't
I only,
remember the
I
intro.
only played Super Smash and I walked into my homeboy's
And
house.
like something like that.
Yeah, like on the first one on N64, pretty much it's always a random character that you play with. They like a toy ragdoll that get dropped on the table. The master hand, 3, 2, 1, dim, and then the toys come to life and they start to fight each other. You know, the toys are the characters that you fight with.
Oh shit!
Then they got little cutscenes of them, and then Super Smash Brother. Hey, I was the king on that shit back in the day. They had a little tournament at a summer camp I was at long time ago.
God damn!
I brought the N64. I had the game. I was like, who want it?
Why you doing them kids like that, man?
And it was kids too. See, all the other cool kids, they wanted to play on the Xbox and PS2 and the game. I was like, man, let me get this N64
Oh,
started.
this intro is hard, dog. They shaped like this shit like Toy Story.
Yes.
And Mario.
Yes. It was good for what it was.
Yeah.
So, funny story, at the summer camp, we was having a little game tournament on all different consoles. Of course, I hosted my N64 with the Super Smash Brothers. It was me and this one little, I was 11 at the time. He was like 7. Boy, was cold as hell with Yoshi. And I'm, of course, playing with Link. And since I was already at the top, waiting on him as the contender, I chose the map Hyrule Castle. When I tell you he kept spamming with Yoshi, with the butt hitting on the ground. He used to always give me with that. But I caught him though. Got that damage up good enough. Hit that horizontal slash. Out of there.
Dog, it's something charming. I don't know if it's because of us, because we grew up with the shit, but it's something charming about seeing those polygons.
It is
like
because we came a long way.
Yeah, because we know what this shit turned into. We know where this shit came from too. But like something about these polygons, or something about like these old animation games. I think it's like the same way how, like, y'all know how the Cuphead style is with the graphics. The graphics look like a Popeyes cartoon and shit like that. It's something vintage about that old school look, dog. I had to ask like my kids if they like think this shit just look weird. Or if they just be like, hey, because I don't think they understand that shit. They probably say, it
might scare them.
Strange. Because, like, yeah, man, it's something charming about it, dog. Yeah, I think it gives us feelings of our childhood. Like, I don't know. what type of food and shit we was eating back in the day at that time or something. I don't know.
This nigga.
Hey, I can't reach the top of the refrigerator to get my cereal. Yeah, shit like that, man. Those memories.
Man, just had fucking Eggo waffles on your plate while you're playing Super Mario World or something.
Man, your controller
Let
sound
go
like
my
it was
Eggo.
sticky, man. Pause, man.
I wipe my hands every time.
Every time.
Like, nah, dog, nah, hell no.
Hey, I done been over a
Even
few.
as a little 5-6-year-old. Nope, every time.
Shout out to the
Wipe my
cousin who
hands.
had Cheeto dust on their controller. Y'all gotta
All
relax.
on his controller.
Y'all gotta relax. Analog
Wash
stick,
your hands.
analog. You know the analog titty got crumbs all up in it. You move it around. You move it around. You can see something up in there. Like, oh man, y'all contaminated.
Then you wonder why your buttons are sticking.
You
Oh,
wonder.
man.
You wonder why you stuck shooting whenever you get into the match.
You wonder why. Man, you wonder why.
you
every
wonder
time you
wh-
turn left, and it's still going
I
left.
can't play no racing game
God.
with your
Man, I
ass.
was just about to say that.
I can't play no racing game with your ass, man. Your controller's out of order, dog.
Or
Remember what was that? Day that asked Michael Blackson, man, you been chewing on this shit? Some of y'all was chewing on y'all analog sticks. Y'all was kids, man. Y'all gotta,
You know they was.
y'all gotta relax. That rubber come off way too easy on them older controllers, man. Out here running around with the raw.
Man, y'all used to ever like play with your relative. They always try to get you to bust the controller.
Man,
Yes.
you trying to
Nah,
reach?
man.
The button ain't even in the socket, dog. What the fuck?
And they wouldn't even tell you, though. They just
the cord's got a shortage in it, so shit cut off.
Oh man,
yeah.
oh man.
I'm sorry, dog.
Bring my own control.
Oh yeah, you got to go like this if you want to jump.
I ain't gonna
You
lie.
got to
I
dig
fell
your
for
fingernail off up in it.
I fell for the controller that wasn't plugged in. Hey, cuz, here you go. You can play on the game with me.
Shit, what was you like?
I
3?
clearly see the wire ain't connected
like-
to the PlayStation.
Let's say, was you like 3 years old or some shit?
I was 4.
Close. Yeah,
A lot, dog. You had them relatives that used to just smoke you on the game and not even tell you how to play.
man,
I fell victim to that, man.
Be like, you
Yeah.
can play, but I ain't gonna tell you.
They
how to
say you
play.
got to learn just like me.
I ain't
I
gonna teach
okay.
you
I'm
nothing.
sorry, dog.
man,
My cousin,
huh?
man, me and my cousin used to play Mortal Kombat together, right? And he used to just like he'll let me play after a while, and then he'll just give me the controller and treat me like a training dummy until I just get tired of it. And I'm like, man, hey, dude.
I
Like,
remember
I-
really used to
Hey, Dover,
race.
how old was you, Dover?
I think I was like maybe like 7, 8.
Oh yeah, that's about that age. That's the victim
Just a
age right
youngin'?
there. That's the
I was
victim
a
age.
youngin'.
Because I
Treat me
know,
like a training dummy.
I know
Wouldn't
it-
tell me how to play or nothing.
I know what A and B is.
Like, all right.
Right?
I'm just sitting here mashing, and he doing full combos on me. I'm like, okay, dog.
Shit, no lie.
But like nowadays, nah, I will smoke your shit up, dog. Don't test me.
Oh yeah, I became.
I ain't the same victim, dog.
I
ain't the same
I
victim.
became head of the family at an early age due to Wolverine being very button mash friendly in Marvel superheroes. Very button mash friendly.
I'm like, nah,
When I
but
tell you, when you said Marvel superheroes, PlayStation, that game
Thanos.
pissed me off. I always played Spider-Man. Always.
Oh man, Maximum Spider. Oh man, chills. Even fucking Cyclops went hard back in the day with the optic blast, optic beam, with the fucking uppercut that hit you with the optic blast
Dog.
at the end of it.
Iron Man, when he pull out that big ass laser blaster,
Talking the proton
used to cover
cannon.
1/3 of the screen.
Proton
Yeah, used
cannon.
to cover up
Oh,
1/3 of the screen. I'm like, how do you dodge that?
Dog, like
Yeah, he did shout that shit.
dog. Did you ever play Marvel vs. Capcom where they had War Machine in for Iron Man?
I'm about to say, didn't War Machine have the same move though?
Yeah, War Machine had it, but he had missiles coming out. And
And that shit was it was blue, wasn't it?
and like he had proton cannon on Marvel vs. Capcom, but on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 he had missiles. And then like whenever he do his proton cannon, he says, "Now for my Sunday's best." Proton cannon. And yeah, man. Hard. Shout out to Don Cheadle and shout out to Terrence Howard.
Man.
no.
They say, hey, did y'all see that shit? They said that Terrence Howard might make a cameo if they do the multiverse shit. Y'all dumb. as
No.
hell. That shit is hilarious, man.
I will bust out laughing at that theater if I see that.
Oh man, I just gotta see him say "Maine" off of Iron Man.
Man, what was you finna ask me about Crouching Tiger, man?
Oh yeah, man. I was about to say that Crouching Tiger. Was it any good?
Man, from what I remember, I mean, me at a young age playing that game, I was excited with it. Like, it was cool. The gameplay and the camera angles was pretty trash.
Yeah, I was trying to see if it was a movie grab or not. You know, somebody be movie grab, be like, "Hey, we coming out with a movie, man. Go ahead and get that quick game out."
It was the exact same thing.
That quick
It was
game.
the exact same thing.
It made
It
it.
was the exact same thing.
So in the game, it looked like wire work was going on the whole time. Like,
Nah, it was smooth in the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the movement, the weaving, how they was, how they dodge everything that's in there. When they ran on the bamboo sticks, not sticks, but the bamboo trees is all in there. Homegirl with the sword, she fighting, but she only had the same little 3 combo move.
you said it was limited. Shit felt kind of basic.
Yeah, it was limited, but like when they put that dodging technique in there, that was smooth. That was real smooth with it.
Hey, did y'all? I remember seeing it in the Game Informer. Did y'all ever play that Bruce Lee game? I think it was on Xbox.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah,
y'all
my
played
cousin had it.
Yeah.
Was it any good?
I didn't really know. How to,
It's a little hard to get used to, but
that's what I was saying. I didn't know how to really control and use it. I'm not gonna say it was tank controls, but it's like
that wasn't.
I
Quest,
couldn't
like
get with it.
Kind of like they was just experimenting. with-
Quest of the Dragon. That's what it was called. Quest
Yeah.
of the Dragon.
And it was 3D. Yeah, no.
Yep. I just remember seeing
They
that.
tried it again. If they try it again, I'll buy it. Man.
Right.
You got a lot more tech now, man. You can fine tune it.
I think that was a one-off.
I just remember I had the controller in my hand for 30 seconds. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Here you go." I fell out of it real quick.
I had to see. I'll probably look up some videos or something later on it because I just remember seeing it. I was like, "Damn, I wish I could get this," but I was a PS2 kid, so
Right.
you know how it is sometimes back in the day.
Yep.
Let me see, man. We got what we got. I know we got something next on the topic list that we had skipped up to that we refreshed because the shit was getting buried under memes and pictures.
All right. I want the GameCube.
We got another one. I got another one for you. We got what's side quests that y'all find annoying. Collection side quests in
In
Pacific.
general,
Oh yeah, collection side quests.
Collection side, or better yet, let's switch that up to side quest. Period. Or better yet, the type of quest you hate the most.
Oh man. I'll go ahead and start off. I got one fresh on my mind right now. It just popped up. As soon as you said it, I start having flashbacks. On
If you got a specific one.
yeah, it's gonna get real specific. It's on The Witcher 3. Like The Witcher 3 got different open areas. Like one of the open areas that you go in is basically a big ass map full of water. So you basically become a sailor hitting up different islands. In the water, it's a bunch of, they call it shipwrecked cargo. But if you zoom out on the map, you're going to see like hundreds of question marks in the water. And if you want to get completion and shit, I don't think it's for the platinum, but if you want to get the completion for all the discoverable places, you got to hit every fucking one of those in the water. Items and shit that you don't even care about, dog. And that right there, that was like the sluggiest part of the whole game for me. On the Witcher 3, everything else epic. All the other side quests and shit, you go into a cave, you find out some dude had died, and next thing you know, he trying to haunt the cave, he a ghost and shit. That shit is interesting. But whenever you gotta go collect every single cargo wrecked ship and shit, yeah, that's mine right there. That's mine, man. It was Witcher 3 sluggiest part of the game. Who next? Anybody next? Anybody?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think specific. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one. I mean, because there's certain things I hate. I don't think it's a side quest.
I was about to say, what? I guess
I wouldn't call this a side quest like specific. This wouldn't be nothing specific to like side quests, or exclusive to side quests, but like type of quest I hate the most is when you gotta like follow somebody or when you gotta escort something.
Yeah.
That's just the worst. I hate doing
bro.
those.
Escort missions.
Okay.
Escort, following, either one. I hate them.
Hey,
I hate
would
them
you
regardless.
would you say?
Go right to Dover.
I'm about to say, would you say it's trash because the person you got to escort is vulnerable as hell, or would you say you just don't like the concept? Period.
Like, it's either because like every time you gotta like follow or escort somebody, they can't defend themselves and they're moving slow as shit. And wherever you gotta escort them to, it's always far away.
Yeah.
And it's like, dog, come on, man. Can you at least like, can you move faster? Can you run? Do something?
I'll say,
And it's like the character you're playing with can always like their basic walk speed is faster than the run speed of the person you're escorting or following. It's so annoying. I hate it. Shit. I hate that shit.
They've been doing a little better these days, but like I'm gonna say about like 6 or 7 years ago, that shit was horrendous.
Matter of fact, game called Near Replicant did it. I think you had to follow. You had to follow somebody through like this desert while a storm was going.
Yeah.
And if you lost her, you had to start over.
I was just about to say,
And she was moving so slow.
I played the first Nier.
Like,
I think it probably had like the same thing too. It ain't Replicant though.
Yeah.
I played the
Near
OG
Replicant,
version.
I think you had to follow somebody through the desert while a storm was going. And then at random times, she would like get attacked, and then you had to protect her, and then she goes right back to walking slow. And the dude you're playing with, his walk speed is faster than her run speed. And I'm like, oh my god, this shit's annoying.
You felt
dog.
like this shit
How do you
slowed
deal
the
with
game all the way down for you, huh?
Like, it was tedious. I was getting annoyed, man. I was like, man, why y'all do this to me, bro?
Kikon, you said you had some to piggyback off Dover's?
I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I hate tailing missions.
Oh, you talking about in the cars, in the vehicles?
Like
Oh,
vehicles.
he probably mean tailing, period. Because I know you got to do it in Assassin's Creed, too. Make sure they
I
don't spot
hate
you.
it, bro. I hate it.
Yes. Oh man. When you can't
I
be
hate
seen
that.
either.
Yeah. Time
Terrible.
trials. I hate them. Time trials, tailing. I mean, this shit
Yeah.
bothers the hell
When you
out
say
of me.
time
Like,
trials,
why?
what's an example of a time trial? It
Spider-Man?
You
Shit's
talking about
unnecessary.
you talking about like obstacle courses?
Like, the shit is unnecessary. Yes, the shit is unnecessary. Like, why? Just for me to get this extra clue?
Like for me,
gotta do
I
these
like the
little
ones
dumbass
on
time
Spider-Man
trials?
because Spider-Man, I like the traversal on Spider-Man. I like those, man. But go ahead.
There ain't no reason for that shit to be in there.
it's
and then
yours.
especially, remember the one that pissed me off the most is when you got to fucking try to sneak around. Who was it?
Mary Jane,
Mary Jane, or you get
Mary Jane stealth missions.
That's a dumbass
Oh.
thing. Why?
We
You don't like stealth games, dog.
I hate that, bro. No, I like stealth games, but not unnecessary stealth missions. It's unnecessary.
I'm gonna talk more about it when I talk more about like the shit that happened in the showcase. But yeah, I know what you mean by that with the Mary Jane shit. Because Miles Morales ain't had to worry about no side stealth missions.
Exactly, bro.
Well, except for Spider-Man missions, not running around as Mary Jane. I can't do shit if somebody look at me. Fade to black,
just get
start
shot.
over.
Oh my god, death. That's it.
That's it.
That shit was pointless. But okay, I get it. She needs to get information, but okay. All right. But still though, bro. That telling, like, especially when I played the Getaway, you have to tell somebody, man.
Sometimes tailing seem like the cheap way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we got some vehicles and we need to pass some time and shit. Let's go ahead and fill in this mission. This is a tail mission.
Yeah, a filler mission.
Yeah, that's what tailing be like. Cause I'm trying to think I'm trying to be the devil's advocate and see if there's any tailing missions that I ever just liked before. You don't be seeing
Never.
You don't really just be seeing no interesting shit with the tailing missions. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to go back.
I'll be too worried about not trying to get caught.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to like my Grand Theft Auto history and shit. I don't even think. Nah,
Those
The only
were
people that
probably
did
the
it
worst.
smooth- Yeah, those are the only people that did it smooth was Ghost. I ain't gonna lie, the telling missions in Ghost where you got to follow somebody over to like this whatever village or some shit like that. I was cool with that. It's meant
By Ghost, he
for it to
means
happen.
Ghost of Tsushima, y'all. Ghost of Tsushima.
I might let that one pass. I might let that one pass too.
That's like the only one I was cool with.
Because it's like you're not like going halfway across the map when you when you following somebody. It's probably like maybe 60 yards away.
And then you still kind of doing something with it.
Yeah.
So I was cool with that. But other games, nah, bro. Nah.
The only Assassin's Creed that pulled that off correctly was 2. Because you in the city telling people you can blend in anywhere.
I like the blend feature. That's nice though.
It could be right next to him. As long as you
Let
blend
me sit on that bench real quick. He don't know I'm sitting right here.
As long as you blend it into the crowd, it's good.
Hell yeah, that shit's cinematic as hell. Whenever you do that, camera pan over to you, sitting with the people praying.
You run up on Shank and run off.
Go in that little haystack.
He said shank.
Damn. You know what? Judgment had it bad too. Because the tailing missions and Judgment had it to where whoever you was following would do something real stupid. Like you just, you telling them you're getting, you hit your little hiding spot. And then it's like they'll turn the corner, right? And then a timer, if you lose sight of them, a timer pop up. It'll be like, you got 10 seconds to get them back in your sight. So then you go around the corner that you seen them, and then they run back, around the corner. Oh my God, it used to make me so mad.
That shit, like, if you got a game with sloppy, like some of these games, I ain't saying Judgment got them, but a game with sloppy mechanics.
I'm like, man, that's got to be a way to trick me. Like they'll be walking down the middle of the street, and then they'll pause. They'll sit there for a little bit, look around.
That's the pump fake.
And then they'll like run. Yeah, they'll pump fake you and then run back towards your way. And you got to find another hiding spot.
Dude,
man, I'm a break.
Is it meant for them to do that, or is that sloppy? Like that's just sloppy mechanics.
I honestly think it's part of the design. It's like, because it happens more than once.
Because there's some games that got sloppy mechanics where, like, of course, a lot of people want to take that solitone radar, where when you see their vision on the map, some games, they'll spin around instantly and then look, like, back where they was going. But if they catch you for a second, mission failed. Like, God damn. Especially the ones where if you detect them and it's over with, like, come on, man. Y'all,
and I think the way... In Judgment, I think the way you had to get around it is you had to like buy skills to like increase
detection time or something like that.
Increase the time you got to before you lose them, or you can like get something else to like help you blend in, some skill that helps you blend in better.
Yeah,
like that was a way to get around it, but still, that shit was still annoying.
And Judgment is a spinoff of Yakuza, right?
Yeah.
Bet. I try to clarify because somebody told me that they listened to the podcast. They said, man, I don't know what y'all be talking about sometimes. I'd be like, yeah, we probably be geeked a little bit. We be throwing out shit with no references at all. Because like Capcom, when he said, on Ghosts, they probably think you talking about Patrick Swayze or some shit, dog.
Man, they probably think about Call of Duty Ghosts.
Hell yeah, that too.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh,
Ghost
man.
of Tsushima.
Oh, man.
Swords and shit.
Was we still?
Yeah. I still love the game though. I ain't gonna cap. I still loved it.
Judgment?
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't never asked you about Ghostwire Tokyo.
Was it good?
Like, was it what it was? Was it good for you?
I liked it. I ain't think it was terrible. It's not like it's not worth a second playthrough though.
You think it would be better if it was in third person?
I think G was trying to go for his annoying side quest.
I didn't get to say my annoying side quest. Y'all got real side quests. Y'all got real side quests talking about them side quests.
The side quest king in the building.
Yeah.
Shout out to K-Con.
Go ahead.
For me, it's going to have to go back to one of my favorite games of all time. Ocarina of Time. So, as adult Link, he can use 2 blades, not just one, but 2.
Fingers.
To acquire But to acquire that to acquire that second one to be impeccable and not broken, you have to do a what I like to call a timed quest. And basically, you go from one person, do a little favor for them, they got something for you. You have to take it to another certain person within a limited amount of time before the certain thing either expires or goes bad, either or. The thing is, where you can take it to, who you're taking it to, you can pretty much like time travel with your ocarina to it. The fucked up part is, if you do it that way, it's going to show 3 seconds left on the clock because they want you to walk or use your horse to go from one location to the next.
Trash.
And then you got to start all over again.
I smell trauma.
Yes. Because back as a child when I did this, it was terrible. It was terrible because I'm thinking, okay, I can't get over there quick enough because they really want you to use a horse to go from one location to the next. But, you know, I didn't have no strategy guide. I'm like 9, 10 years old. I'm really trying to figure this out on my own. So, yeah, that was very annoying. To go from one location to the next, you have to walk. You have to use your horse. You get off your horse. Just get some things out your way. Fight. Get to them in time. Yeah. But it was worth it. It was just annoying.
You know, sometimes I be thinking that when developers, they be thinking that they be coming up with shit, they be like, yeah, this seems fun. Yeah, you could do so much in this game. But they don't realize that when you get to like about the 20th or 30th hour in, you don't be wanting to do all that shit sometimes, man.
Exactly.
Sometimes you just want to press a button and just teleport into the fucking vehicle or something. You don't even want to watch them open up the door and shit.
And for those of y'all who are a fan of Zelda Ocarina of Time, just know if you haven't acquired this third blade that I'm talking about, it could help you fight Dark Link in the Water Temple. FYI.
Hard.
See, man, if I would have known that as I was playing it a while ago,
he was kicking your ass, wasn't he?
Man, I just feel screwed and start just casting a spell on him over and over.
Yeah. If you use that dense fire, that'll help. That will help.
I'm like, man, you gonna fall eventually, dog.
But that big Goron sword, if you get that shit, he can't parry that.
So I was sure just trying to fight him normally. He like, man, what the hell?
Trust me, he had me fucked up as a kid too.
Speaking of
what do I do?
Speaking of
I got this spell I ain't never used.
Right.
G talking about special swords and such. Guess we can swing this to that, you know, iconic weapons discussion / conversation / appreciation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of mine on the board. Cerberus nunchucks from Devil May Cry 3.
You got a top 5?
It's
many weapons out there. You gotta have a top 5.
You know what? Let's go. I'm gonna go off the dome, unrehearsed and from the heart. If I could keep on going, my first one is gonna be
throw
these.
Guns in there too.
I'm next.
If you got guns, you can throw them in there too.
My first one is gonna be those nunchucks, the Cerberus nunchucks from Devil May Cry 3. It's a 3-pronged nunchuck, 3-sided nunchuck. Dante uses them. They have ice powers on Devil May Cry 3, like ice cold. Like Andre 3000 once said, my favorite move is called the revolver, where Dante spins in a horizontal motion from a leap. He does a leap and he spins 3 times in the air, and when he lands, he slashes down with the nunchucks and then pulls him back in and does some Bruce Lee action if you taunt just right with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that. And then number 2, I am going to go with... since y'all caught me off guard, my number 2 is going to be the Gunblade off of Final Fantasy VIII. Squall's Gunblade.
Damn!
It's that fucking... It's the design of it, man. Come on, man. That motherfucker had a Gunblade. You pull the trigger, it gets stronger while you slash. Come on, man.
He took mine, y'all. He took mine.
That was mine too, dog. That was one of mine too.
Hey, man, you know when you raised when you raised with the right discs in your drive, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna cross over a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go down like that, man. And then my next one, number 3, man, I'm gonna go with Hatsuma's sword from Shinobi. that motherfucker is eating you. But if you slash people at the
You
right
tryna
time, you slash people at the right time, it eats them. So it gives you a reason to be a ferocious, savage killer, dog. Because if you don't keep doing it, you gonna be gone, man. You gonna be gone, man. Oh, man. What is it? That was my number 3. Oh, this is going way.
Yes. I think you're trying to die.
I'm a
Fun fact. That sword's name was Akujiki.
Oh,
That was the name.
Ooh, that sound clean.
that's a good
That was
callback.
the name of that
That's a
sword.
good callback.
Akujiki.
Yeah, it just flashed in my head too. I thought I was doing something by remembering Hasuma's name. Yeah, Akujiki.
You had it right. You had it right.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the name of his sword.
You slash people. Hasuma was so cold that he would slash people in succession, and whenever he would whenever he would sheath his blade, people would slice into pieces like fucking watermelon. Shit is clean, dog. M-rated for mature fucks. But anyways, then we're gonna go to the next weapon, man. Let's see, what is this? Number 4? This is number 4 for me.
Number 5.
That's number 5 already. I thought I was.
Yeah, this would be a 5th
Nah,
one.
you only named like 3 of them.
I thought it was 3. Let's see. I had the.
If you got,
I had
if you got
nunchucks,
5.
gunblade, and Hasuma's Akujiki. Let's see, man. I'm
Okay,
gonna go.
okay.
I'm gonna go for the sheer iconic presence of them. The Silver Ballers by Agent 47.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They some silver 45 caliber pistols. You know.
Silence.
You know what I'm saying? When you see them on Hitman 2, to be specific, when I first seen him, because on the first one he didn't have 2 of them. On that one he had 2 of them. You know, it was a certain time where if you had 2 guns on the cover, you owned. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was in like the mid 2000s. You dual wielding, you own. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Max Payne. Shout out to Master Chief on Halo 2 cover and shit. Them covers was showing people with 2 guns. Them Silver Ballers became iconic every Hitman movie that came out. Because when you think about it in real life, it don't make sense to hold 2 pistols in each hand, especially silence. What you need 2 silence? I don't know, man. Unless you ambidextrous with your aim and shit like that. But yeah, I'm going with those for my number 4. And for number 5, shit, I'm going to go with... For number 5, I'm gonna go with is it wrong if I go with nah. I was finna go with Joe's V-Watch, but I'm gonna relax on that. That's not a weapon. That's not
Calling that a weapon?
it's not a weapon. It's more like a
Got it an accessory.
yeah, it's more like a gadget or some shit like that. Let me relax, man. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Please don't take mine.
Oh man, let me think for a second with my 5th one, man. I'm gonna give myself 3 seconds. If I don't got it, I'm gonna pass it off to one of y'all.
Next.
I'm next.
3,
All right, I'm gonna go out to G.
2. The fucking God hand, man. Let's go, man. Number 5 is the God hand. Gene's God hand, man. Let's get it, man. It's a bracer that you wear on your arm. Motherfuckers is thinking that they
that
beating your
counts.
ass. Next thing you know, you hit the fucking God hand power up in your hand. You flash. Some rock and roll music come out of nowhere, and your shit is up by like turbo times 3. Shout out to God hand.
Nice.
That's it, man. That's my 5. I left the mic smoking for today. 5 for today. 5 for today.
I mean,
All right, G, get
praying
it. G.
for a remake.
I
Praying
know G
for a
gonna say
remake.
one of mine. I already know G.
Top 5. Alright, top 5. Let's get it. Number 1, the Hidden Blades from Assassin's Creed 2.
Ooh.
So iconic. Not Blade. That man had 2 of them. Blades.
Two of them.
Yes.
You became a victim.
Number 2. This don't need no description. The Master Sword from the Zelda series. Specifically, Ocarina of Time.
Hard.
Iconic. Legendary. Number 3. I hope I don't take nobody's with this one.
Oh shit!
The infamous legendary Keyblade
God damn it, G.
from Kingdom Hearts. Yes!
Come on, man. He had it on his couch, K-Con. Come on, man.
Hey, you, yeah, I know, right?
Come on, man. It was on his couch, man. You think that man don't love that blade, man?
Bro, he bought that mug, man.
Listen,
Life
if
size.
they had made the gun blade at the knife shop, I would have got it. But
Ooh.
you know. Okay, number four. Number four. This one y'all might not know much of. This might be just me. But Sly's cane from Sly Cooper.
Oh, I know.
I know about that.
Now listen. Who you know go around being a thief with a cane with a hook
Pimp.
like that?
A pimp.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good one. A pimp. You right. And number five, last but not least, this one you got to be a real OG with the Resident Evil games to know. The Chicago typewriter.
Ooh.
It's iconic. Yes. That's my top five. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it off to number three. Who next?
All right.
So look to the mafia movies.
All right.
Yes.
So my first one, I'm gonna give it to the Energy Sword. Halo.
Hard.
Energy Sword.
Hard. Quitter.
Oh.
The next one, number two. All right.
Breathing hard.
Number two is gonna be the Red Queen. The Red Queen.
The Wed Queen.
The Wed Queen.
The Wed Queen.
He said that on accident, yo.
The Wed Queen.
It go hard.
The Red Queen. From Devil May Cry 4.
Hard. Rev it up. That motherfucker's a motorcycle throttle, dog.
That motherfucker got an engine in it. Bro.
Motherfucker's a motorcycle throttle, dog.
One of my favorites. Is number 3. The Death Hauler. If you don't know what that is, it is a casket.
The
Gun grave with rocket launchers, machine guns, etc. Number 4, Blaze of Chaos.
Ooh, damn, that's a good one. Oh, how'd I miss that? Oh,
Damn. Fucking ballerina. Shit.
shit.
And
That should have been me.
the last one is the machine gun chainsaw from Gears of War.
Hard.
That's my
Oh, what's that mug called? The Lancer?
The Lancer.
Crazy. Crazy.
The Lancer.
That's my
That
last
motherfucker was legendary when it first dropped.
Yes.
Yeah.
A machine gun with a chainsaw on the end of that bitch.
You think a nigga finna run up on you because you firing from long range? Check this out.
Psych.
Put it in your trapeze.
Gotcha, bitch.
Modern day, what they call them? The bayonets? Modern day bayonet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my 5.
Hard.
Legendary. That's my 5.
Hard.
That's good. That's good. All right. My number 1. Let's go with the Gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII, used by Squall.
With the crossover.
Thing is the shape. It's the shape of a damn revolver with like a long blade on the end.
Grip.
Is that the one
not
that
so
Sora
low.
got his ass knocked out
Grip.
in Kingdom Hearts 1?
Yes.
Yeah, he went.
Exact same
Yeah, he
sword.
went to sleep. He got put to sleep. Yeah.
Blasted.
He thought he was tough.
That shit is iconic, man.
Dude thought he was tough, and he got smoked up. Yeah. Okay. Number 2, I'm gonna go with the Yamato used by Virgil in Devil May Cry. Now, when I tell you this is probably one of the sickest swords you will ever see. This thing can cross dimensions. yo.
Hands.
That's how crazy it is.
Hands.
You can cross dimensions
Shut up.
between the earth, between the demon world and the earth world. Man. It's insane. Oh, and it also has one of my favorite moves called the Judgment Cut, which is like he like draws it in a little stance. I guess they call it the I stance or something like that. And then he like unsheathes it and then sheathes it back. And the next thing you know, it's like a million cuts. It's like a million cuts around him. Amazing move.
Hard.
Love that. I love doing that move in the game.
Carbon steel.
In number 3, this might be foreign to some of y'all, but I'm gonna go with the burial blade from Bloodborne,
Oh yeah,
which is
you threw the curveball
it's-
out.
yeah. I know y'all don't really y'all don't mess with Bloodborne like that, but the burial blade is a trick weapon in Bloodborne, which basically it's a sight. Well, base at its base is just a regular sword, but as a trick weapon, it turns into a giant scythe.
The shit look hard.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
You say it's called a burial blade?
And,
I'm looking at it
Burial
right
blade.
now.
See how fast I can type.
yeah, basically, it's just
shit
a
go
basic
hard.
sword, but then once you you activate it, and then it turns into a scythe. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, that's that Grim Reaper shit right there.
And,
Hard,
yeah.
hard.
Well, scythe, that's like one of my favorite weapons, like ever. So, what was that? That was 3.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
3.
Okay,
Damn.
number 4 is the Falcon Talons from Ninja Gaiden
Ooh, oh my
Sigma
God.
2.
Sigma 2.
The Falcon
Them
Talons.
boy.
Sound like you dual
Basically,
wielding.
he's got Wolverine claws on his hands
Yes.
and Wolverine claws on his feet.
Bro, when you get
Now,
them,
the combos you can pull off with them mugs, boy.
Them hoes look hard.
well, especially when you kick a nigga in the throat.
Yes. Now he got this move to where he'll combo you, and then he'll like the ones on his feet. He'll like grab you by your neck, and then just yank it, and then your head flies off.
Fucking
Oh,
crazy, dog.
Insane,
I love
insane.
them things.
I'm seeing this shit right
Love
now,
that. I
dog.
love them mugs.
Like fucking every movement
love them mugs.
cutting people up. This shit is fucking crazy. A sliding
Love
kick.
them mugs. It's like my favorite. Yes, it's like my favorite weapon in the game. Then the move he does where he like launches you up, like he's finna Zona drop you, and then he just like fucking doing some maximum spider type shit on you.
Dog,
Oh my god,
it's fucking crazy. He doing capoeira moves and everything with him. This shit is fucking crazy.
It's beautiful. It's
Nigga's
actually
insane.
beautiful.
Like shit.
And yeah, amazing game. And number five, we're gonna go basic. I'm gonna go with the basic SOCOM pistol from Metal Gear Solid.
Iconic. Yeah.
Hey, that game, did a lot of things, man. He went through a lot with just that pistol.
Oh man, in the back of the
Nothing
truck.
but a suppressor and a laser. Dog. That's all.
Sometimes a flashlight.
Put in a lot of work.
Sometimes.
Sometimes a flashlight. Put in a lot of work.
Oh man.
A lot of work.
Once upon a time, it was way too OP. Once upon a time in an online game that I used to play a long time ago.
Yep. I want to throw in a honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
I know G, you gonna like this one.
Hmm?
You might like this one. Let's go with the hand cannon from RE4.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, you know. I didn't say because
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna say it. I was like, ah, shit.
Don't when you shoot that motherfucker, wind blows back or something like that?
The OG RE4.
Stranger, what do you need that for? Gun hunting
Yeah.
elephant.
Yeah, the one hit a quitter.
AKA the
Tell
elephant
you,
killer in Resident Evil 6, if you ever played it.
Yeah. So how powerful that mug is, dog. He gotta hold that mug with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta like bend his knees a little bit and brace
Incredible
himself.
kickback. It has
As
incredible
soon as he
kickback.
fired that mug,
Fully
as
braced.
soon as he fired that mug,
It almost flies out of his hand. That's how powerful
flies
it is.
backwards.
Fully
That
braced.
shit flies backwards. Almost flies out his hand.
Fully braced.
If you notice, they nerfed that type of effect on the remake. It
I
don't
ain't
look
used
as
the
amazing
checks, so I
no more.
wouldn't know.
They don't make it as amazing
Downside.
as it look.
Yeah, as good as that weapon is, though, downside to it, if you miss, you getting hit.
That's it.
Definitely
You will get hit.
because he got when he shoot.
Yeah.
He gotta brace himself.
The
again,
recoil
dog.
go all the way to his fucking back.
That
Yeah.
recoil, that
Yeah.
recoil, boy. You miss, you will get hit.
But on the OG RE4, one hit with that maxed out. Oh, you out of there?
Curtains. It's curtains.
gonna be some type of explosion.
Bosses
Cheat code.
included. Bosses included. They out of there.
Vertigo
Let
too.
a chainsaw maniac catch you slipping, and you miss. It's over.
Clavicle.
It's over for you.
for promo. Clavicle for promo.
That's it. Those my favorites. Them my favorites right there.
I guess one of the last things we could get to is these last few hours of the day. We all ain't seen them yet, but it has been a showcase. You know what I'm saying? It's been a showcase that was shown.
Seen what I wanted.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to let everybody know that me and Doper seen one thing.
That's all that mattered.
And this thing, it made sure that a series that we thought had been tragically ripped from us, we thought it had been snatched and turned into gambling machines. All we had to see was an announcement, something that had to do with Metal Gear. All we had to do was see a Metal Gear announcement, and they announced Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. It's going to be a Snake Eater remake. The pachinko machines was a tease. Somebody out there was rooting to get that game developed. Shout out to whoever did that. I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know if Kojima is secretly involved or being consulted, or if somebody behind the scenes still got respect for him and they said that they're going to take care of his, his child. When I mean creation in a creative way, his creative child. But yeah,
baby.
Yeah, that's what I had to see. They announced that all the voice actors going to be coming back. You know what I'm saying? So we're finna hear David Hayter back in the saddle once again. All the iconic voices that we heard behind Zero, the boss, possibly Vulcan, possibly Ava, all that shit. It's gonna be hard, man. Come on, man. Come on. It's gonna be hard, man. And then an honorable mention I'll throw out. I watched the Spider-Man 2 trailer. Well, it wasn't a trailer. It was more like some gameplay mixed in with, I guess, a little section of the game.
Legit gameplay.
That was
legit gameplay.
The shit was crazy.
Hard.
You know what I'm saying? You know what vibes they going for when they got Peter being all aggressive with that black suit. And I ain't talking about Spider-Man 3 the movie. I'm talking about back in the day, cartoons, the animated series, Peter acting crazy with the black suit. You noticing something is wrong with him.
In his voice.
Yep, everybody else noticing that he thinking a little bit more menacing, that when he's saving people, he throwing them off to the side and shit instead of asking if they okay. You know what that is, man. You know what's coming, man. Shout out to the 90s kids, man. Cartoons was the best, man. Come on, man. I like Spider-Man and Amazing Friends too, but that animated series from the 90s, come on. What'd you say, Dover?
Like, this is all just speculation, but when you was watching that trailer or that gameplay, did you notice how Miles was looking at him? Yeah. Like when he saved that civilian and he just threw him down.
Yep.
Remember when he said,
like the good thing is they translating all this feeling and they both wearing masks, but you see that Miles is like, what the fuck, Pete?
Bro, he gonna end up fighting Peter.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dog, if I gotta put Peter down as Miles, man, I'm gonna cry. Dog.
Oh man,
he gonna end up fighting.
Probably gonna knock him out, man. We probably gonna knock him into a church bell or something, man.
He gonna knock the symbiote out of him. And that's when you gonna see Venom. I already see.
Dog, I gotta cook up Peter as Miles, man.
One thing that Peter said off of the trailer, like
excellent.
Like Miles, he was like, because the whole concept of the video is they trying to chase down the lizard, which is Dr. Kirk Connors, because Peter's motive is, Harry need help because I think Harry got cancer or something like that, and I think Dr. Connors is the only one that can help him out because, you know, he's specializing in trying to heal, but some shit went tragically wrong and he turned it to the lizard. Everybody knows this is not a spoiler. But anyways, Peter is trying to chase him to keep him alive, but he's already transforming as the lizard, so people are hunting him down. Craven is hunting him down. Y'all get this shit to flow. Y'all get this shit to flow smooth because you already know Craven don't play that shit. Craven is a hunter, poacher, getting ready. He got a whole squad with him too, so you see how that shit goes.
Did you hear how mad Peter was though when they was trying to kill him?
Hell yeah, because he like, man, this is my friend. Like, you know, Harry is.
That nigga was mad.
Harry was like, Harry
him.
was quote unquote missing in those first few Spider-Mans. But, you know what I'm saying? Since I don't even know how Pete got the symbiote. That's going to be up to the game to explain.
They'll probably show it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
they'll show it.
Because I really believe how it's going to play out is, they're going to get into it. They're going to fight. He'll knock it out of him.
Yeah, you know, they doing real good at not spoiling for the most part because we already know that the symbiote is the big piece of the game. It's like more promo than anything because like, you know, it had certain teasers and stuff back in the past, but shit, with that right there, we probably finna have Spider-Man versus Spider-Man. That's gonna be one of the first in the games. Well, those multiverse games had them fighting each other and shit too, but this here is like in its own setting, Spidey versus Spidey. It's gonna be hard. That's my game of the year. The mission looked like, man, if they come up with that much variety, that much like how traversal the shit is, underwater type shit going on and shit like that. If they come up with it like that every time. They got New York looking more intimate, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just looking like building by building. Hey, we got a nice big overworld. It's looking like it's gonna be more intimate than it was before. That's what I like, man. I like it. I like it when they start getting real specific with the locations. Oh yeah, they got the glider wings. Come on, man. Iconic, man.
That new launch move that Miles had, bro, that shit was clean.
Come on, man.
They finally integrated into a game. That shit was perfect.
Flowing through the little winds. Flowing on the winds. Yeah.
Both of them, too.
Yeah.
I thought it was just Miles, but it ended up being both. But did you see the fucking fighting technique that Spider-Man, well, not Miles, but Peter had when he was stomping that nigga up against the wall?
Tentacles.
That shit was
like
funny.
Luke Kang, dog.
Tentacles,
bro, that shit was funny, bro.
Come on, man. Tentacles, man. Come on, man. You know how it is when these symbiotes coming around, man.
Man, he took that.
Oh, man.
He took that shit from
One thing that I do love about Insomniac when it comes to those Spider-Mans, you can feel the material through the screen. Whatever suit you see Spider-Man wearing, you could feel the material. If that shit is some type of advanced ceramic, if that shit is cloth, if that shit, the symbiote look like it's like some bio-organic shit going on with it. Like
it look wet.
Yeah. It's wet. It's like got a little like flowetry to it. Like when you look at it closer, you can see like shit shifting. This shit crazy, dog. Shout out to Insomniac for that.
Can do it when you become Peter and that shit slowly coming off of you or something like that. That should be clean. The symbiote is slowly leaving you. You see it dripping.
I always like it be little petty mechanics in games. They don't have to put them there, but I be liking when they do that. Like whenever, they make it to where you could like any Wolverine game where you could sheath his claws and pop him back out at will. I love that shit, dog. You loving that shit, man.
Little things like that matter, bro.
Hell yeah. It should be crazy. Like even back on Metal Gear Solid 2, whenever you wearing the soldiers uniform and shit, you could take riding mask on and off with it. Like I like little it'd be like little things just like that I like, that it shows that the developers care basically. Like,
see, and I'm over here thinking the same thing, but in reverse, because when playing RE4 Remake, that's the one thing I wish they did.
What?
I wish they would have that option where you could put his gun back.
Oh, you talking about holster it?
Yes. You can put it back in the holster, but you got to pause and go to your suitcase, the attaché case, and do it, and unequip it. I hate that. Sometimes the niggas just want to see Leon run with nothing in his hands. Just go at it.
I do like holstering guns. I do. Yeah. Get you that full Tom Cruise, like full body motion sprint. Because, you know, most of the time Leon used to running around with the gun in the air and shit.
Right.
I know that little elbow be getting tired. Put
that gun up.
Yep.
That's that little detail I like in Ghost of Tsushima, though. Like, after you get done fighting, he'll put up his blade, but, like, you can press over and like he'll flick it a certain way. And
You gotta clean it. You gotta clean it off real quick. I don't want no blood all up in my sheath, man. Come on, man.
I love that. I love that part.
Like, man,
That
clean my
little-
blade up, dog.
That
Damn.
little thing.
No mahocking on my bread.
Dog, you know
That
nobody.
little move.
Like, imagine back in the day, you know, some ferocious, sloppy ass samurai had that bloody sheath. Man, what's up up in there, man? What your sheath smell like, man? Come on, man. She's a little gruesome over there, man. What you got up? Man, I think somebody's stomach might be up in there. Look at something, man. God damn, man.
That means
Like, man, you got half a brain hanging on that mug,
Is that
man.
muscle
Yeah.
tissue, man?
Come on,
God
dog.
damn.
Right.
Man, what is that smell, dog?
Wolverine?
Damn.
Is that
Wolverine
skin?
come out.
Oh, man.
You think they're gonna
Wolverine was
take it
probably
to
the
as small as
worst.
details and still having like gut fragments and stuff
Come on,
like
man.
that on
They
his blades?
we going for that. If they going for that, M for mature. If they going for that shit right there, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Shit probably stainless
Bloody-
titanium. What's that? Stainless
Bloody
adamant.
hands?
Because you know,
And
Come on now.
Insomniac.
Yeah, it's adamantium. Yeah.
Insomniac.
Yeah, stainless adamant.
Before Spider-Man and before Sunset Overdrive, you know, Insomniac was behind the Resistance series. Resistance was M-rated for mature, and people was getting tore to bits with them weapons. So it ain't finna be their first time. They know how to bring the bits to the stage, if you know what I mean. They know how to bring them chunky chips
You
ahoy.
have to make it M-rated. You have to. You have to.
Come on, man. Come on,
Can't
man.
make that shit.
I'm always ready for a Wolverine game, even though they called that motherfucker below average. That X2 Wolverine's Revenge, I like that game in some type of weird way because it had like 3-way takedowns. It had like stealth mechanics and shit. Like how Assassin's Creed had the double assassinations. Wolverine was doing double assassinations back in the day. The shit was not as refined as it was when Ezio was doing it in Assassin's Creed 2, but Wolverine had
Because
his own little
Ezio
groove.
is a human.
Yeah.
Wolverine is a mutant.
Nah. I'm saying because they didn't have the mechanics down back then. For
Oh, okay. You
Wolverine.
talking about mechanic wise?
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
it was
okay.
like it's just the way how it wasn't as polished as it was or smooth as it was in Assassin's Creed. Because Wolverine was a whole different story with the X2 Wolverine's Revenge. I still had this Wolverine X-Men Wolverine Origins right here. I'ma play it someday. But yeah, man, I just looked at the highlights of the PlayStation Showcase. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they showed Final Fantasy 16 looking like flames. You know what I'm saying? Look like it's gonna be pretty epic. You're gonna be an outsider, getting your clout back up. Look like it's finna be some Mike Jones action. Mike Jones is a rapper from Houston back in the day. He made a song called
Who?
Back Then They Didn't Want Me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what the main character gonna be going through on 16.
He gonna be like who?
Mike Jones.
Oh.
Yeah, man, but I might watch the whole presentation sometime, but I just watched the highlights so far. I might watch the whole presentation sometime this week. We'll see. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got anything else before we get to that quote?
Activision went on a rant.
Oh yeah, you did put that in the topics. Go ahead. I don't even know what you meant by that. What happened, man? What happened, man?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, they was canceling out like a whole bunch of fucking people. I don't know what was going on. They trying to.
Are we talking
Some
about?
shit up on
Are we
the
talking
back
about?
end.
Are we talking about employees? Are we talking about people that was making content for them, or what? What you talking
Like
about, man?
people that was making, I guess they had like people was having like more. They didn't have hacking lobbies or something like that. People had like custom lobbies, and so they was playing a whole bunch of matches in. I guess they didn't have no hackers in it, and they was cutting everybody. They was shutting down all the major platforms people were using to play the game, like World at War.
World of Warcraft.
No.
World at
I'm
War,
talking
the
about
World War II one with the ghillie suit with the dudes with the
Yeah.
flamethrowers in the trees. Fucking crazy.
Can you remember that one had like some serious ass like hackers in it?
I think as soon as the game get about like 2 years down the line, they forget about the servers and the hackers just take over like ants, dog.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
So I think they had like some. They had some.
That's why I'm
Not
afraid to play
becoming-
Black Ops 4 again.
Yeah, you might fuck around and get your whole account hacked. You might
Yeah.
log in and get logged out and can't log back in.
Mm-hmm.
That's some horrible shit.
They probably but That's probably like they probably started shutting them servers down because them shit started becoming dangerous though. That's the only thing I could think of. You don't want to be liable for having a game out that could get people robbed. You know, somebody get into your shit and get your whole credit card up out of there.
Credit card account.
You know what I'm saying? You hop back off up in there and see that, for some reason I have purchased 2,000 PSN cards or something like that. I don't know, man. Something like that. Some crazy shit.
My shit on foul.
Yeah. Especially everybody got their quick accesses. Sometimes the two part authentication, sometimes that process don't work. But yeah, man, that's the only thing I could think of that they did it as a business thing. If that's what you meant, they was canceling servers for other games, older games. Is what you meant?
That's what I believe they was doing. Because like it was some people just going off saying, "We're building this shit way better than fucking Activision."
Oh,
and canceling it.
I know what you're talking about now. People was making their own types of games using name mechanics, and they was like, "Nah, y'all not finna be doing all that. We don't need y'all making these modded games and all that shit." That's what you was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole different. Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. And that's based on, hey, they might actually make a game that's better than what we have out right now. Like that's one of the reasons why when they came out with that Modern Warfare 2 remake, they didn't put the multiplayer on there because they know what that's gonna do. If they put that multiplayer back on, they know where everybody finna start going to. And it wasn't no microtransactions back in the day. Psh, you know everybody want to go back to Skid Row one more time. You know everybody want to go there.
Modern Warfare 2 had multiplayer on.
Karachi.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like when they come out with them new remasters and all that stuff.
Oh, you talking about those? Okay.
Yeah, because if you go back to those, you gonna see the hacks in the top of the corner.
Yeah.
They show them now. They show the hacks in the lobby. Yeah, they be like
infinite health.
Yep.
God mode.
It just be
10
like,
times speed.
It just tell you that hacks is activated. Sincerely.
Unlimited ammo.
Niggas, bullets are rockets. Like
orbital V set on 24/7.
Somebody got a UMP that shoot at the same firing rate, but instead of bullets, it got RPG rounds coming out of it with danger
Sniper
close.
ammo.
With danger close.
Bro, I forgot what video I had seen. That nigga was sending unlimited airstrikes, killing everybody.
That shit ain't even fun. You doing shit.
Enjoy that.
That's the equivalent of people doing shit for clout on Instagram. You just doing dumb shit now. You just doing dumb shit now. Oh man. Hey, before we get to the quote, what y'all gaming adventures looking like these days? Me, I'm pretty sure y'all probably seen me. I was on playing through Street Fighter. I played through Third Strike. You know what I'm saying? The struggle was real, but I still made it. Started on Street Fighter Alpha 3. The struggle is real.
Let that go, man.
The struggle is realer than I ever imagined. It's like, god damn, y'all sitting up here and y'all want to unleash AI on the world and it's doing shit like this to me? And that shit was in the 90s? I'm going against AI before it got on the internet, man. This shit's fucking crazy, man. This shit's fucking crazy, man.
What was that, like the fourth fight? Man,
you talking about against Birdie?
Yeah, the one you stopped on.
Man, I think I fought him about 6 times. I think.
And you had like 6 more fights to go. 6 or 7 more fights to go.
Strangely got a perfect in the last fight. I was like, I gotta win. If I got a perfect in the first round, I gotta win this shit. That shit would put me to the test. I was hot as hell. The temperature was rising. I looked at the thermometer in the house. That shit was 70 degrees. I swear it was about 90 degrees. But anyways, that's my gaming adventure, man. I've been playing fighting games.
My gaming adventure been kind of stupid. Got on Returnal and I fucked around and found out.
Oh man,
that shit was stupid.
Hey man, shout out to Capcom for hanging in there on that Returnal, man. We got to the first boss and got waxed. Dog, I got you if you try to run through it anytime again, but we gonna beat him one day, man. We gonna beat him one day.
We have to run through it this weekend or something. That shit was horrible.
Hey, but did you like it though? Did you like it? Like,
yeah. I'm cool with it. Yeah, that shit was just dumb though. Like, this nigga did a dumbass move. Like,
dog, he do. Like, I don't know if it's just because like we was like doing the co-op. Returnal got like a co-op mode. They added. It wasn't there when the game first came out, but they've added co-op, so you could play through with your homie. Classic arcade action in the modern day. You know what I'm saying? Refreshed style. But with that, dog. Whenever, I guess this could lean towards. I remember G put the topic in there: gamers leveling up in life. Ah man, games show you that you is not perfect, man. I can imagine that people that think they perfect, they don't fuck with games because games will show your imperfections, dog.
Yes.
And you can either.
Oh, that's why you see motherfuckers like bashing games and shit.
Oh, because
It's the same demographic, dog.
Yeah.
People be like, you wasting time playing games. You should be starting a business or some other dumb shit like that.
Hey, you know what? You know what, though? But this ties back to what you was talking about, 2 episodes ago? Like, don't bash a game because you ain't good at it.
Exactly.
So don't bash video games because you got to play them hoes.
Yeah, and the motherfuckers at that time about,
I do be thinking that. I'm like,
time.
man, y'all just saying that because y'all suck ass at them. I don't
Y'all don't
trash.
want to get caught sucking ass. Pause.
Yeah, baloney.
Yeah, I know that part.
Yeah, man. That's like with that right there, like, you know, this could be, I don't know, this could be a life. If you can learn anything from this episode, just know games show you that even though you imperfect, you could work with that shit to get the resolve and shit like that, to overcome that obstacle. You could run away, or you could be in denial and try and blame it on the game and shit like that.
Nah, they just trash.
You know what I'm
trash.
saying?
They're the ones that make excuses talking about, oh, I'm too busy to play games.
Like,
What the fuck you not? And they
Dog,
just trash.
if it's one thing that anybody that seen me play games, you gonna see me get my ass beat. I ain't gonna give up though. But I'm ready.
We saw that.
Yeah, man. Like games got me kind of hard headed. Like in life, when it come to like specific things, like especially when it come to me having to learn a lesson in order to get better with some shit. Like one thing that I know that I was fucking up with when I was playing through it's like I didn't have no defensive skills at all. I wasn't thinking about blocking. I wasn't trying to like make sure that I look for the sweeps or the overheads and shit like that. And then as soon as I got that down, my improvement started to show. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, I got to change it up a little bit. Same thing in life, man. It happens, man. You're going to bump your head a lot of times if you don't learn these lessons.
In reality, what he's saying is, I really got lucky and beat that nigga.
No, nigga, I beat him, man. I might beat him again tonight after this shit.
Dog, you
It's
finna have a heart attack
it's
being in
like
the bed.
ascension through ass whoopings, dog.
Oh, man. Ascension through ass whoopers. That should be on a fortune cookie, man.
Ascension through ass
Put
whoopings.
it in a fortune cookie, man.
That might be a slogan, dog.
Ascension through ass whoopers. That's a t-shirt right there.
Call him nigga.
With a controller on it.
Or something along them lines.
Yeah, that'll work.
Success
that's a
through
good idea.
SmackDown or something.
That's a good idea. Write your own fortune cookies. Get the fuck out of the bed on time, nigga.
You saying that's what
your
your
fortune cookie.
that's what your fortune cookie is saying?
Nah, that's gonna be a fortune cookie for a nigga that open it.
Hey G, you got a quote for us, man.
Listen close. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. And for me, that's going to be y'all. You know what I'm saying? We get on this game, we get on this war zone, we talk about the shit that we like. You know what I'm saying? Makes me glad and grateful for my life.
Wolf house.
So stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. And that is by Hafiz, H-A-F-E-Z. Sometimes H-A-F-I-Z. Look him up.
That'll work, man. That'll work.
So, good stuff.
That is Durag Rico, K Con, G Knight, and Dopey. And that's the Shut My Dope Podcast. Y'all stay geeked up about something.
Peace.